Announcement that RIM shareholders and a lot of people were waiting on, and now it's out and available to Canadians for the first time today. Andrew joins us. We'll look at the new BlackBerry Z10. I said RIM, but that doesn't exist anymore. They're now just BlackBerry.
Just BlackBerry.
Just BlackBerry. So what has this guy got that I'm going to love?
It's a great device. BlackBerry definitely delivered on our expectations. It's a huge day for Rogers. We're the only province-wide carrier to actually launch the device today.
Okay.
So we have coverage right across Manitoba, and we're actually launching this device today on Rogers. So
sweet.
A huge deal for us, big deal for our customers. People are excited about it.
And it's on the LTE, which means I'm going to get everything I want. Lickety split.
Yeah, it's an LTE device, so it'll be fast. The coverage will be right across Manitoba, so we're good to go.
Sweet. Okay, now there's something in there called Flow, and the idea is to have everything I want to take a quick look at, easily accessible.
Yeah, so the biggest thing that we lose on the other devices is the indicator light, right? So there's a little red light at the top corner, and it blinks when you have a message or et cetera like that, right? So it's like the people have like a nervous twitch, right? It's like, oh my God, someone just sent me a text or someone just sent me an email. I have to check it right away, right?
Yep.
So what you can actually do with the device now, say you're inside your calendar app.
Okay.
And say somebody sends you an email and you're like, oh, I'm trying to do something, but I need to see if that's some email that you know is coming in.
Might have been important, yep.
So you just drag up from the bottom and you can actually see what you got. So I see on the screen that I have a email. So if I want to see that with
267 emails.
I do, it's a busy day.
Oh man.
And if I wanted to just take a quick glance at what that email is, all I do is slide it over a little bit and I can actually peek to see. So I cheated to get the indicator light by sending myself an email.
Gotcha.
But I can actually take a quick look, and you know what? If it's my wash, cut, and blow dry coupon, I don't need to read that, and I can go right back into my calendar. And
so you didn't have to get rid of what you were working on in order to check your info.
Exactly.
That's awesome. And you know that you've got training early this morning.
Training early this morning. It was a great day.
Right on. Okay, so then we want to talk about texting, because we've seen in the early releases the fact that it's going to learn the words I use and prompt me to pick those.
Yeah, so one cool thing about the keyboard is it actually learns how you type. So for example, I don't know if you have a touchscreen device.
I do, right?
But I tend, bigger thumbs.
Oh.
Doesn't really work for me that great.
No, terrible.
So I'm always hitting the wrong key. So I'm always hitting the E instead of the W or et cetera, right? So the screen actually adapts to how you type, and if it realizes that you're always hitting the backspace, it will actually adjust the touch screen so that even though you're hitting the W, it'll still come up with the E based on how you type. So the phone learns what you're doing.
So my big stupid thumbs are going to be outsmarted.
Outsmarted by the phone.
The new BlackBerry.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Another thing that it does with the keyboard is that when you're typing, so if I say, it actually anticipates what you're saying. So you actually, and all you have to do is just flick it up onto the screen, and it does. So hey, how, which is there.
Yeah, the W, you flick.
Hey, how are
and
you?
We've seen other devices that are smart and guess what I'm going to do, but I always have to select it as a different option.
Yeah.
This, I just flick my
all
finger.
you're doing is flicking all you're doing is flicking it right up to the screen, and it'll actually predict what you're going to say as well.
That's really quite awesome.
It's a great feature of the device.
Quickly before I let you go, because you can do everything I need, but can it take pictures as well? Good camera on this one?
Great camera. 8 megapixel camera on the front, 2 on the back, so you can take your own if you want to take pictures of yourself. You can do that as well. One cool thing is the camera's always on the main screen, so you don't have to fumble through to find it.
So when that thing happens and you're like, oh, I got to take a picture of this, it's right there and good to go.
Yeah, it's right here. So we hit the camera. One of the cool features of it is it actually detects faces. And it takes 18 shots between before and after. So if I take a picture of you and Jenna together, but you blink and we're quick for time and I don't have time to take another picture, I can select your face and actually change your face so that you're not blinking in the picture without changing anything else.
So I can get everybody perfect every time I take a picture, no excuses at all.
Yeah, exactly.
All the information is going to be on breakfasttelevision.ca. We're going to now check in on the always taking a great photo, lovely Jenna Kahn.